Hello, Lori Michelle, the Moshiach, with today's message. Happy Thanksgiving, America. Grateful for my health, my family, and my country. I'll take one at a time and make this short and sweet just before Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow, which we don't have in Israel. We have Shabbos every week, which is Thanksgiving every week, but we don't have the holiday Thanksgiving that America has that I grew up loving. And today I reflect on the last 2 weeks where some of you have noticed I haven't posted, and maybe you could hear it in my voice. I have been very sick. Thankfully, it wasn't coronavirus, but I got smacked with a very vicious virus. One of my family members had it, and I braved it anyway because I wanted to be with family, and boom, it got so bad. I wound up after 4 or 5 days of writhing in pain. I won't go into the gory details. I actually had to go have IV, and I was hours away from the ER. That's how bad it was. But the healthcare in Israel is magnificent. The doctors are wonderful. People have a lot to say on both sides of it, complaining or complimenting, and I have nothing but good things to say about my doctors and the nurses, and I turned the corner. So I'm thankful for my health. And one thing about health that I want to say is there are no guarantees. And this week was a very hard week for me physically, but it was a very hard week for us emotionally. If you're watching the news, if you're an American and you watched what happened in Wisconsin, the Christmas parade massacre. Yes, it's a tragedy. It was a massacre. And I've been crying, and another person, a child, 8 years old, died yesterday. So I don't want to go too deep into it because this really is a happy Thanksgiving message, but I can't get it out of my head. And I'll be praying for all those families in Wisconsin every day. But also in Israel, a young boy engaged to be married was murdered in the old city, and there were other people injured that day, were shot by a terrorist in the old city. A beautiful young man, Eliyahu David. I've been crying. I almost didn't post because this has to be a happy Thanksgiving message, and I struggle. How do you be thankful when such horrible things happen? And he said just now, and that's exactly correct, Lori. He just said, tell them. When I was sick and I thought really I was dying, I just couldn't get better, and I was laying in pain. I couldn't even get out of bed for days. And I said to Hashem, I know it's a concealment. You must hate me. Why are you doing this to me? I was, without going into detail, such pain all over my body, fever, ugly, very bad. And I said, I love you so much. Why do you hate me? And of course, the minute I said that, he poured love into me, and he said, I love you. I don't hate you. And I said, I feel that, but why am I suffering? I said, you heal all flesh. You could just do that. And I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't tell a soul, and I would feel better, and I can get up and do work. And he said, Lori, I am helping you. I'm doing this with you. When you're in pain, I'm in pain. I said, but you're the master and the king of the universe, Hashem. This hurts me more than it hurts you. You're stronger than me. And he said, oh no, Lori. When you're hurting, I hurt doubly worse. It's so much worse for me because I don't want you to suffer. So when we look at tragedies like Wisconsin and those beautiful people getting together with family, dancing grannies, and that happens, a monster does what he does, and we have to watch that, you wonder, does God love us? And he has to allow these things to happen. It hurts him worse, if that's even imaginable. And when I cry for the young man who just was murdered in Jerusalem, he cries harder. It's the truth. So I'm praying for the people of Wisconsin and for the family members who just lost a beautiful young man in Jerusalem. There's death and there's destruction all over the world and horrors. But today, the day before Thanksgiving in the United States, I want to say, I'm grateful. I'm feeling better. He got me through it. I didn't have to go to the ER. It could have been worse. He protected me from coronavirus. I am vaccinated 3 times over, by the way. Americans, you really don't like the vaccine, but 3 times over, when I need another booster, I'm going to go get another booster. Being sick is the worst thing for me because I can't do anything when I'm sick. I can't bring any goodness to you. And there are several of you who were upset that I haven't been posting, and you reached out and I'm grateful. He told me there's many people who really appreciate what I'm doing. And I appreciate you because you're my inspiration. I'm doing this for you, for my kids, for my grandchildren. So I'm grateful for my health, that I can keep working and bringing light into this world. I'm grateful for my family who I love. I'm grateful to my growing family, who's not my blood family, who reaches out to me, inspires me, and infuses me with love and tells me that I'm helping you. And that's all I want to hear. That's my payback if I can help you. And I'm grateful for my country. I love America, and I'm an American Israeli. So you might say, well, what's your country? And I'm an American. And anybody who knows me here in Israel, they look at me and they laugh and they smile when they see me because I'm typical American. I am not Israeli. And they love it. They love America here. The Israelis love the Americans and they like me. And so I am very grateful for my American heritage, my American family. And Hashem says, I'll post more about this in the future, America and Israel will lead the charge to bring world peace in this generation. We are leaders for world redemption, America and Israel. So no accidents here. I pray for everybody who's grieving. I pray for anyone who's sick to have a full healing. And I pray, if you haven't done it already, I'm waiting for you. Torah Part 2. We're going to heal this world through love, education, Torah, and charity. Running on love. Love will heal the world. It's the real truth. And boy, he is pure love. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving, America. I love you, America. I love you.